Hey peeps! So hope you're having a wonderful day today. Yeah, sending you lots of positivity and beautiful vibes to you today. So yeah, there's been a lot of videos going around as to why people are no longer vegan. So then vegans are making videos as to why we are still vegan. So I got nominated by my friend Greg, who made a great video on his Facebook. So I thought I will make a video for my YouTube saying why I am still vegan. So the main reason is because I love animals, and that's including humans, and I love our planet, Mother Nature, which we live on, you know. So I want to protect the earth and not disrespect the planet. So that's a big reason for being vegan. I don't want to cause any harm or suffering to others. And, you know, I want humans to be happy and healthy also. So I'm leading by example and being a positive influence for change. So yeah, there's so many delicious things to eat, and, you know, animals are so cute and lovely, and like they're the most innocent, vulnerable beings. So like if we can recreate any flavour or texture that we like in a more compassionate way than to slaughter animals and eat them, then why wouldn't we, you know? It feels great to be vegan. You don't understand until you're vegan yourself. And some people think, oh, we're making it up to make it seem good, but like, what's in it for us to do that, you know? We all rave about it because it is just wonderful, it's brilliant, and yeah, you feel good, you look good, and you're doing a good thing. But even like transcending duality, so we don't want to say good or bad just because that's good, it doesn't mean that other people are bad that aren't on the vegan journey. You know, it's just everything is vibration, frequencies, and energy. So if you want that high vibrational energy, then eating high vibrational foods is the way to go. And, you know, practicing love and compassion and forgiveness and understanding, these are all high vibrations also. So it's not just about what we feed our mouths, it's feeding all our senses also. And yeah, so just raising those vibrations, loads of things have come into fruition since I've been vegan, and it's just set the ball rolling on my life journey and life path of what I'm meant to be doing. I finally feel aligned and in tune with me, the person that I always knew I was, you know, strip back those layers of drop off things I don't need in my life, you know. And we don't need to eat any animal products to live. We do need to eat plants to live. So if we can live happy and healthy without causing harm to others, then why wouldn't we, you know? So yeah, so I'll put you on to the rest of the video anyway, so you can see what I recorded yesterday. And I just wanted to start it off in a bit more of a positive way, and yeah, so peace, love you. So yeah, I missed out something there where I said I love the planet. So animal agriculture is the leading cause of ocean dead zones, species extinction, greenhouse gases, uses up a ridiculous amount of land mass, water consumption. Yeah, it's like a real detriment. Like, it's really damaging our whole ecosystem. Like, most of the land mammals are all extinct, and like, just because we're using up all this land to grow food, to feed to animals, to kill them, or to house them, then to eat them, when we could grow a lot less plants and just feed them all to humans. You know, there's many people starving around the world. I want to end world hunger. There's many people starving around the world, and we could feed all this food to humans instead of animals that we're going to kill and feed to humans. Do you know what I mean? So just logically, it makes more sense to be vegan. There's also like, what was I going to say? So yeah, like with the oceans, like who doesn't love the ocean and love the biodiversity there? And we're killing it all by dumping loads of waste into the ocean, and also by the temperatures rising from all the cows' farts, that's actually raising temperatures in the water, which is killing off a lot of coral reefs and stuff like that. So yeah, and like water consumption is a big thing, so we're wasting loads of water by growing all the plants and all that to feed to animals, then blah blah blah, you know. So yeah, and even just like breeding all these animals into existence, like when you actually see the process, it's so wasteful and forceful, and there's just no reason for it, you know. Pardon me. So yeah, it just makes more sense logically to make less of an impact, and that just like veganism just makes sense to me when I found out about it. Just everything about it made sense to me, and how I want to live and what I believe in, and all the facts and evidence there to show that, you know, it's the best way to live with the least amount of impact and the most amount of positive impact. So yeah, so here we go. So reason why I'm vegan. Okay, so obviously I don't want to harm others, so I want to have the least amount of impact as possible, so being vegan fits in with that. Also, I look great, I feel great, like why would I not want this? Do you know what I mean? You know, I've never experienced something so healing as food, and you know, plants are food, animals are not food, animals are animals. You know, our whole system is built, like our bodies are not built to eat meat. You know, we're actually built more like herbivores, so you know, our intestines are really long, so it's hard for us to digest meats, and you know, we don't have fangs. I know they look a bit like fangs, but we don't. You know, we don't have proper canines for eating meat. We have hands to grab from trees, fruits and things like that. You know, or we'd have claws if we were omnivore or carnivore. So also, I don't want to put dead bodies into my body. I want live energy enzymes. You know, when we're all made up of electricity, and there's like electrical properties in everything, but not in things that are dead. So meat has no like electricity pulsing through it, except for maybe if you ate an animal live, like animals do in the animal kingdom. Ones that are carnivores do just eat the animal there and then. Whereas, you know, humans eat the animals after they've been decaying for a long time. So eating the decaying flesh of another being, once living being, just doesn't really seem appetizing to me at all. The smell is disgusting. You know, it putrefies inside of us. It's already putrefying, you know. Not to mention that meat causes cancer, diabetes, heart disease. You know, it clogs up our arteries. And also when we're eating suffering beings, their suffering like manifests within us. And I definitely feel that. Before I was vegan, I used to have angry outbursts all the time. I didn't know why I was angry. I didn't know, you know, why I was feeling this way all the time, and I'd lash out a lot and, you know, have these little episodes. And I think a big part of that was from eating suffering beings or their secretions, you know. Also, I'm lactose intolerant, but it's not just that. You know, most of the world is lactose intolerant because we are not baby cows, or, you know, or baby goats, or the different animal, or baby sheep, the different animals that people drink the milk of, or even camel's milk now. So yeah, so basically our bodies reject these things. We're not even meant to have dairy, you know, we're not infants. So I'm not an infant, so that's why I do not need dairy. I do not need milk. I do not need breast milk from another being or from humans. You know, if didn't want to drink human milk or rat's milk or dog's milk or cat's milk, you know, why are we drinking cow's milk? It's really bizarre. So yeah, so maybe once some of these things served a purpose, but you know, most of us are living where we can just go to the supermarket or to our local shop and buy a variety of things. So why not pick the compassionate option over the cruel option? Do you know what I mean? So other reasons why I'm still vegan. So I have so much more energy since going vegan. You know, I sleep much better. And that's more so since eating whole foods. I used to stay up super late and never be able to sleep and have insomnia, and that hardly ever happens now. You know, it normally happens if something is on my mind rather than just for no apparent reason. So yeah, and you know, my skin's a lot clearer. My recovery time's much better. When I've overexerted myself now, it takes a lot less time to bounce back than before. Obviously I suffer with fibromyalgia, so it's helped that tremendously. And you know, healing through foods like ginger and garlic and turmeric and pepper and lots of different spices and things really help to ease pain within me. And the more, you know, the more I'm learning about nutrition, and that's another thing, I've learnt loads about nutrition, so there's no going back for me, because I know the health effects of how beneficial a whole food vegan diet is. And you know, I know what a detriment to our health eating meat, fish, eggs or dairy is, you know. And you know, I want to live as long and as healthy as possible, so I need to ensure that I do that for my body, and to do that is to live vegan, you know. Also, like, I wouldn't harm an animal that's right in front of me, so why would I indirectly harm animals? Why would I pay other people to harm animals, which is also harming them, you know? In the meat industry, there's actually more cases of PTSD than in the armed services. So it's a real harsh job to have. You know, I've been to slaughterhouses and places like that, and I wouldn't pay for someone to work there myself, you know. I care about people, and I care about the planet, and I care about the animals. So why would I pay or put towards any of that to suffer, or, you know. So yeah. Also, I'm being the change that I want to see in the world, and I want world peace, you know. I think we all want world peace, and how can we preach for peace when we're not living peaceful within ourselves, and we're paying for suffering, for families to be ripped apart, and just for total unnecessary violence, you know. And you know, it's just about taking responsibility. I'm taking responsibility for my impact on this earth, and you know, I want to have a positive impact on this earth, so that's a real good reason to still be vegan. So, on a more fun note, a reason why I'm still vegan is it's the best I've ever eaten. Like, delicious, amazing foods. You can recreate any of the favourite things that you like, that are made from fish or eggs or meat or dairy, you know. There's amazing vegan cheeses now. There's so many plant milks that are delicious and aren't from the breast of a bovine cow, you know. So yeah, so Whew. You can have anything you want. So burritos, pizzas, even like steaks or burgers, sausages, anything you could want, there's a vegan version, you know. And processed meats are and red meats are class 1 carcinogen, the same as asbestos and smoking. So, you know, I've given up smoking for my health and drinking, so, you know, eating right fits in with that. So why would I want to cause cancer to myself, you know? I'm trying to practice self-love more. I am practicing self-love more, and eating right is a big part of that. You just feel so much better after eating some nice, fresh, delicious foods. So yeah, brilliant. Like I've never ate better, and there's so many amazing vegan restaurants that are popping up, especially in Sheffield. Oh, like it's a great place to be vegan. And yeah, oh, one of the main reasons of still being vegan, like the community. All my days, like I've just met amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. And not to say that non-vegans aren't that, because I've met amazing, beautiful, wonderful non-vegans too. But I've just like found my tribe a bit more, and just people that really resonate with me on a deep level. Even if we don't all see eye to eye, like it's the right bundle of random people, but there's so much love there and so much understanding and so much respect and support, and that's a beautiful thing, and that's what we need to cultivate more of throughout all humanity and all the animal kingdom. And yeah, so just having that love and support from all those wonderful people keeps me vegan and keeps me going. I just don't see any reason for going back. I don't miss anything at all about eating meat, fish, eggs or dairy, right? Nothing. Nada. So, and if there's anything that I have missed, so I used to miss like chicken burgers. Now vegan chicken is so spot on, it just doesn't taste like death, right? The texture is spot on, like fried chicken, but vegan. And you can go to like Church Temple of Fun and go to Make No Bones there, and you rip the chicken apart and it vegan, and it just looks real. It's crazy. And they do like ribs and all sorts of stuff there. Sunshine Deli, they even do cruelty-free chicken. Bargain Bucket, beautiful. Oh, I love it there. My favourite popcorn chicken. It's just so spot on, so good. And just like everywhere does these things. Heart Cure Collective, they have like chicken, popcorn chicken there, and other chicken that's vegan. And you can, and poutine, their poutine's really good. So I'm a right foodie, and I've just been even more foodie since being vegan, because when I've thought about it before, any complaints I've had with food has been about how the meat's not cooked properly, you know, before I was vegan. And that's usually what I was fussy about, and that's what most people complain about when their food's not right, is that. So it eliminates all of that. Plus, vegans are trying really hard to impress with their food to make a point that, yeah, this food is delicious, so they're not going to let down the whole of veganism by making crap food. So that's why all the restaurants are proper on point. So, you know, anywhere you go is delicious, and there's so many vegan options everywhere now, and you can download the Happy Cow app and it tells you all the vegan options in your area, which is great. So that leads me on to another thing, why I'm still vegan. I love doing activism, and I feel like that's my calling. I love speaking with people, sharing, educating, and, you know, building a rapport and bouncing off energy vibes with people. I love that so much, you know, and it fuels me, because I would have wanted someone to tell me all of those things before. So, you know, it's just a great thing to be a part of. So I really enjoy that. And also, being vegan, it changes your frequency. You're vibrating on a totally different level. Like, oh, my life has been manifesting greatness since I've gone vegan. And just like so many powerful, amazing things have been happening, and just so much learning, developing, growing, and expanding my consciousness, expanding my heart, like really, really, and becoming who I came here to be and being myself more, I'm a lot more fearless since being vegan, and it just sort of puts things into perspective for you. And when you're eating the right things, you're functioning way better. So my brain power is like much better. I've got a lot less brain fog and things like that. So, I'm not saying it's took away all my fibromyalgia symptoms, but it's just reduced them a lot and helps them a lot. And I know how to manage myself a lot better. So yeah, there's just so many epic, amazing reasons to be vegan. So yeah, just live it. It feels great to live in line with what you truly believe, because I believe that everyone is vegan at heart. Like, everybody loves animals. Everybody's interest to help the planet, and look after the planet and to look after ourselves, So I feel like some people maybe aren't vegan because they don't love themselves enough to make that step. But I believe in you, and I believe in everyone, that anyone can be vegan, I've not always been vegan, and before I went vegan, I had loads of problems that I wasn't dealing with and maybe weren't brought up, and now I feel like I'm coping a lot better and managing through these things and acknowledging a lot of things that I hadn't before. And yeah, it's just a beautiful, amazing thing to be a part of, basically. So definitely try it. Try Vegan22 or challenge22.com. You get a free mentor and recipes and everything you need to be vegan for 22 days. So yeah, there's just loads of resources out there. Check out Viva and the Vegan Society or different things. There's loads of resources and help out there. Or you can just give me a shout if you're wanting to be vegan or wanting to know more about why I'm vegan, or why you should be vegan, or whatever. It's such a great thing to be a part of. And I just want to bring it back home to the fact that there's victims involved, and I don't want to harm anybody else, and I will not pay for the suffering of others. So that's the main reason to be vegan, and what this really is all about is just not about killing others or paying for others to kill others. And that's something that I fundamentally do not agree with, is causing harm to others or paying for others to cause harm for me. So I'm living in line with that, basically, and it's so much easier to be vegan than you would think. It's quite easy to break habits and change things. That's why it's Challenge 22. It takes 21 days to make or break a habit. So yeah, so 22 days. So yeah, so much resources out there and so much love and support. So yeah, don't believe all the maybe negative stuff that's out there about being vegan. Some people struggle with what to eat. I suggest downloading Dr. Greger's Daily Dozen app or reading the book How Not to Die. Check out nutritionfacts.org. Basically, some people think that they can't get all the nutrients from a plant-based diet, but you can get everything you need from a plant-based diet and be happy and healthy. The only thing that isn't is B12, and you can get that as a supplement. Everyone should have B12 supplements and vitamin D supplements. So I have my vitamin D, so D3 sometimes isn't vegan, so make sure you get the vegan version. And then I have this VE Gain for my B12, and you just do one spray a day, and that's really helps improve sleep and stuff like that. So yeah, all the reasons to be vegan. So yeah, hopefully I've helped you out there if it's something you're thinking of looking into. But yeah, you really can't, there's 85,000 different types of edible plants, so there's always something within the vegan diet that you can eat, and get all the nutrients you need. You know, no worries. You do not need to consume dead animals or their secretions to get any nutrients that you can't get from plants, okay? All plants have protein. So yeah, so if I could be happy and healthy without harming others, why wouldn't I? That's the main reason to be vegan. So yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and mwah, love you so much. Send in lots of positive energy to you, and love you. Peace. Bye. Have a beautiful day.